All right, welcome to Addressing It with the Mailman. I am JP Cower, your host. I am at One Mailman on Instagram, and please follow our YouTube channel. It's in the link in my Instagram. And we have some special guests tonight. We have a couple of the usual suspects. We've got Stand Up Jesus, Vinny. How you doing tonight, Vinny? Everything good?
Feeling good, dog.
All right, and we've got Annie here as well. Hi, Annie.
Hey, how's it going?
Good. I see you've got a friend there. Wait,
Yeah, Snuggles she's planning her attack on my indoor garden, and I'm trying to hold her back from jumping onto it.
All right. And then we also we have Abbi Balling here, special guest tonight. She is a comedian, new to comedy, and a photographer. How are you doing this evening?
I'm awesome. I'm happy to be seeing other people.
Yeah, right. It's great, right? Even from afar, right? Except there's no touch, right? You look very beautiful tonight. Thanks for coming on the show. I'm going to get right back to you. I'm going to introduce the next guest as well. We've got Mr. Jay McCord. He's a comedian out of Miami. I love this guy. He's pretty funny. I don't want to say how funny he is because last time he yelled at me about it. So I'm gonna put him on the spot. You know how I do, Jay.
What's going on, JP? It's great to see you. Abbi, Annie, what's going on? Vincent, are you still there? What's going on, bro? What's happening with everybody?
Everything's good. I like to bring up some topics that I've thought of throughout the week and every day. So this week, tonight, I have a couple topics I want to talk about. Like I've noticed that I saw in the paper, I saw that people are having more vivid dreams during this quarantine. What's going on? Have you been dreaming, Abbi?
A little bit. I wouldn't say more. A lot more like animals, snakes, lots of snakes happening. I think it's the lack of dick.
Okay, all right. Okay, that's great. How about you, Jay?
I gotta be real with you, bro. I have a 2-year-old son. I haven't had a dream in the 2 years since he's been born.
You should be glad he's only 2 years.
I think he literally killed my dreams. Like I haven't been able. You guys are laughing. I literally have not had a dream since he's been born. I don't know what happened. So
Okay.
I would love to have a vivid dream. I haven't flown in a long time, so that would be wonderful. But hey, I'm stuck for now.
So you're a dream killer, not a dream. You got a dream killer, not a catcher, huh?
Hey, I mean, maybe the verdict's still out on him. We'll see.
Okay.
Low. Battery, please.
Okay. You got a low battery there, Jay. Thanks for having that.
See, that shit is stupid. Why is other people able to hear that? That is ridiculous. Just embarrassing.
Oh, Annie, how about you? Have you been having some dreams?
I have I've also, my sleep schedule is so messed up now. Like the other day I pulled an all-nighter for no reason other than I downloaded some new apps on my phone. And that one keeps me up in the middle of the night. So yeah, I think already I'm just alone with my own thoughts and that's already too dangerous. And then at night when I'm vividly hallucinating, it's all just kind of rolling into one big dangerous ball.
Oh, okay.
There's some real epiphanies coming up.
Hey, I want to address something else that I usually try to address with all the new guests. Jay, listen,
What's up,
what are you doing to stay busy in your comedy world?
You said, what am I doing to stay busy in my comedy world?
Yeah. Because I know you as a comedian, and I love your comedy. And are you writing? What are you doing?
Thank you, bro. I appreciate that. And a little insight. I don't know if I've ever had this conversation with you, but I don't write too much. I just come up with the concept, the premise, the punchline, and I pretty much make everything else up as I go along on stage. But one thing I can say about the quarantine, because of the not being able to practice, I have to the new things that I come up with, I have to write them down. So it's giving me kind of like I guess another perspective, I guess. I mean, not that I never wrote before, but yeah, I'm writing a little bit, and I'm about to start doing videos because like I'm really bored with being bored, and people are looking for entertainment. So I'm about to just go ahead and start doing videos. A few that I did, people enjoyed, so I'm gonna go ahead and start doing that again.
See, a lot
Other
of
than
us
that,
are.
I'm just staying away from suicide. So that's my contribution.
Oh my gosh, yeah. I mean, total boredom. Like, I did have a response from one of my poll today from Abby, and it was, what was it? Masturbation, boredom. What else?
It was like masturbation, loneliness, boredom, death. Yeah, and then like what entertainment, and who's in a better or worse situation than you.
Right. When you had said loneliness, I thought to myself that, when people are lonely like this, worse things can happen. So I think doing videos and like Jay was saying, to entertain people could bring people out of that loneliness. I mean, we're missing the touch right now. I can tell you are acting a little thirsty from earlier. So you you're ready to get out of this quarantine and back to reality, aren't you?
Everyone I'm assuming you're talking to right now, but maybe me more specifically.
Oh,
Yeah.
I jacked off 3 times in the last hour. I'm ready. Let's do it.
Yeah. No, I mean, it's real. I mean, I don't think anyone's ever touched themselves more than right now. It's like their first discovery of the orgasm, like all over again. It's like, you don't, like, why get out of bed? I mean,
I love how Eddie is just silently agreeing. She's like, yeah, absolutely.
No, it's gotten to that point. It's gotten to the point where I'm just like jerking off to like the weirdest things too. Like there was like a tree outside that like rustled in a kind of a sexy way, and I was just like, oh my god.
I visualize that I feel like Jewel might possibly be the hottest chick in the world right now with a face mask on. Oh my gosh.
Jewel? Did this man just say Jewel?
I'm thinking,
what does she even look like anymore?
No. She's still beautiful. She was always beautiful, except for.
Yeah, she had pretty.
But Jewel of all people.
Hey, don't be judging. Don't be judging.
Bruh.
Did she fix her teeth?
Who thinks of Jewel in any situation? Like,
it's a lot of throwbacks.
When was the last time somebody made a reference to Jewel?
Quarantine life, it'll get you.
I'm telling you, boy, this man's mind is so stuck that it went to Jewel. Like, imagine the path of boredom that your brain had to go on, that you end up at Jewel, and then being the most beautiful woman in the world.
I still work now. I'm fortunate that I still work, but yeah, I'm out there on South Beach, and I'm literally like seeing these girls with face masks, and I'm like, yeah, that's kind of hot right now. That's kind of hot.
I actually don't like the face mask thing because I feel like my perversion is more exposed because you can't see anything but my eyes, so you see what I'm looking at. Like, I feel like you could always see my eyes, but like my whole face is exposed, so I don't know what you're looking at. Like now, because the face mask is there, it's like you're not looking at my forehead. I know you're not looking at my forehead.
And you can't see their expression because like normal customers that I've seen before, I wave and they won't wave back like they used to. People that used to come up and talk to me like go to cross the street. I mean, I'm like, it's weird. It's weird compared to what?
That's because you out there sneezing on people mail and shit. They don't trust you. They don't trust you right now.
Never. I love my customers. Okay. Is anybody else like me surprised that we're doing all this excessive masturbation, eating?
How do we get back to masturbation?
We're always gonna go back to masturbation.
Oh, hey, wait.
Jesus
Smoking pot, playing video games. What else are people over excessively doing right now because of the quarantine?
Okay, I don't know about you guys. Honestly, my life hasn't changed much since this quarantine because I still have to work. This is not at all a joke. I still have to work, and I'm a homebody. So other than doing comedy, if I wasn't doing my 9 to 5 or doing comedy at night, I was home anyway. So this is the only effect that it's had is that I'm not able to perform. So I'm still smoking weed and playing video games. I'm just doing it at a triple, times 3 rate, I guess.
You're going to Snoop levels?
Snoop levels? I can't afford Snoop levels, which is probably why I already spent my stimulus check. And I had to make sure my habit was fed.
Okay.
I'm considering voting for Trump this time, guys. I don't know. He's not such a bad guy.
He's the only one still standing.
Say that again?
He's the only one still standing at this point.
Facts. I don't think Sleepy Joe's gonna do it.
Sleepy Joe. Yeah, I don't even want to get into politics, really. I don't.
Oh, don't worry. I know shit about politics. I'm just saying.
Yeah. Abby, what do you think of what I just said about the excessive eating, drinking?
Of course.
How many times have you masturbated today?
We have excessive time. We have a lot of time on our hands. So we're going to do everything more, and everything that we would want to be doing, we're going to be doing it without feeling as guilty as before, because everyone just feels like they're on permanent summer break or something. But I mean, the masturbation, if people aren't doing it, they should be doing it. I feel like it's like one of the things that actually makes you feel better. And why the fuck not? Like, get creative with it.
Speaking of that, go to your Instagram page and you can find some pictures to masturbate to. Absolutely.
Yeah, I have great material. Little less material for the women unless they like women, but I'm working on that. We'll probably get some sexy dudes when we come back and hear like more couples shoots. Got to bring in, something for the ladies in there. But if you're a lady who likes ladies, there's tons of stuff for you there too. So.
Hey, JP, I just love how we are getting shit on at this moment. And she's just like, yeah, we're definitely gonna get something sexy in here eventually. Cause we need something to keep the ladies entertained, because this shit.
My page.
No, I was talking about
the hottest thing I've seen all week. You guys, like just the shoulders, like just seeing those wide shoulders right now is doing it for me.
Hey, listen, it's wild all the way down, baby.
Hold on, Jay. Abby, I was gonna say, it's like, how do you get to that point where you take those pictures that you take? Where, I mean, as a guy, I don't know. I wouldn't even know how to approach that as a photographer. But it's easier for you being a woman. But if you had men, you had to do that too. How do you think you would?
So there's tons of male photographers that are doing similar work as me. If anything, there's more male photographers doing that type of work. And really, yeah, there's a lot of creeps out there that are doing it just to be creeps. And usually those guys pay. And the ones that get people to pay them to take those photos are because they're professional and they're really talented, and they're doing it because they want to take nice photos. And it's less about the sex, even though of course sex is everywhere. Like you're not avoiding it. I'm not being an idiot. Of course there's sexy images, and I want them to be. I like it. I'm not afraid of my sexuality or women's sexuality. I think it's something that should be like not ashamed. No one should be ashamed about that. But as far as like men, like when men ask me like, how do you get these girls? I'm like, right there, you'll never get it when you're like, how do I get them? It's like, no, it's like not gonna happen like that. Like if that's a reason why you're doing this, girls feel that. They feel that. If you're like, hey, I got this great concept, I have this location, I got a new camera, like start with a friend is what I always tell somebody. Like start with someone who trusts you and knows you, and take some good photos, be good. And then people will want you to take their photo, and don't try to bang them.
Right.
Like,
wait a minute, I was with you. I was with you all the way.
Yeah.
Now you overstepping. Come on now. I can't be professional and not try to bang them. Come on now.
Third time's a charm, man. You can't fucking go straight. It's not like you like gotta warm the oven. Like, what do you like? You just go straight into fisting? Like, it doesn't happen. You got to know each other a little bit.
Kiss and fist special.
Warm
This
up.
is the kiss and fist special. Step 1, step 2. That's it.
Yeah.
That's all it is.
That's all it is.
Nice. Okay.
Bases are more like a cricket game now.
Fucking hit him.
You get it how you live, man.
All right.
Quarantine life is crazy.
Okay, so move over Florida, man. We've got Florida woman. A woman was caught putting Easter eggs in people's mailboxes, and in those Easter eggs, they were filled with porn. The fuck is wrong with these people?
Filled with
I
what?
mean, going back to
Porn.
our previous conversation, I'd be like kind of pumped about that right now.
Yeah, but the kid,
The kids, yes.
who's hunting for Easter eggs, not adults.
Yeah, exactly.
So that's the perverted thing. Like, why would she do that? I mean,
That's a creeper.
pervert. She's a pervert. So
She was arrested. So, okay.
I think that this woman is Trump's best competition, probably. I think we should definitely try to get this woman elected.
Okay.
She was doing a public service, in my opinion. I don't know why you guys are being so hard on her. I love free porn, and whether it be on my phone screen or while I go check for mail. I'm thinking I'm just gonna come across straight bills and oh shit, a wide open pussy out of nowhere. I like it. I'm with it.
I mean, Easter is
stimulus. You're looking for your stimulus, but you get stimulated.
Nah, that shit is going straight to direct deposit. I ain't looking for that shit in the mailbox. Come on now.
But Easter is all about rising again, you know?
Oh yeah, that's right. I'm sorry. Yeah, I mean, if you think of it that way, I'm not religious, so I was not thinking about that shit at all.
Speaking of stimulus check, I know some people have received their stimulus checks. I just saw that Joe Exotic's pink sequin shirt is up for bid. The starting bid is at $650. Would you blow that on? If you get that shirt for $650? Would you buy it?
First of all,
you didn't watch Tiger King?
Me?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, of course I did. Of course.
Okay.
But
how about
I'm not
you, Abbi?
surprised at all.
Everyone watched Tiger King. I don't know one person who didn't at least start it. Like maybe they didn't finish it because of the animal abuse, but they at least started it. Like
I think even if you're you're worried about the animal abuse, I think it's a good show to watch so you can see that not all the people you think that are good are actually good. Mm-hmm. So it's informative in that aspect. But go ahead, Jay. What were you saying?
I forgot.
Okay, it was about the sequin shirt. You wouldn't buy it anyways. You wouldn't spend your money on that.
Oh no,
I know what you're.
No. But no, I'm not surprised at all that shit would go for sale and for so much, bruh. This is the same place where a banana was what $1 million or some shit, whatever the hell that was. Mm-hmm. So yeah, shit like that doesn't surprise me. But the shit that trips me out about this whole situation, this entire time, this dude was chasing fame. And he gets it in the worst way. Like, and he's in prison during the whole experience. So
he loves it.
He might be getting a lot of ass on top.
Oh yeah.
Like, he might be getting a lot of ass though. So
I heard about letting people out of prison because of worried about lawsuits because of COVID. I wonder if that, like, how much of that's actually like accurate. If they really are going to be letting people out, and what are they doing with the current crime and criminals that are going in? Like, what would you do with a prisoner at this point when you're trying to like keep people 6 feet apart? Like that whole thing. I can't imagine what's happening.
Exactly. How do you deal with it? You know what I mean? I mean,
bro, I'm outside because of you. I'm sorry, guys.
That's all right.
Dream killer.
The dream killer. The dream killer has shown up.
Now, Abbi, you as a photographer, are you still working?
I got some video editing work, thank God. So I do video as well as photography. And if I didn't have the editing,
this is live, bro. We gotta get right.
So that's good. and I'm definitely like good for the next like month, and thank God I have some savings. But yeah, I mean, it's a hustle. It's always been a hustle, but it's extra right now.
It's good to hear that you said that word, because a hustle. You stepping into the comedy world, because I've seen you perform. I think it was like your first time on stage, and you did well. And yeah, I know it's your first time, and usually we're like, oh, you're gonna do horrible, and then your whole show got postponed that you were supposed to do with the improv, and that got delayed. So when everything comes back, how long before you think you'll be able to get back on stage? You feel like you're
it's
lost?
really weird timing. I literally was just starting this whole venture, and then this happened. So like naturally I could just be like, oh well, like whatever, and not consider it. But I feel like the whole reason why I was doing it is because I've thought about it for a long time, and I just finally had the balls. So now that I have the balls, they're dangling. Like, I'm gonna go find a stage someplace once I can get on a stage. And yeah, I don't know what I'm doing with it, but I feel like if you like have something that's itching you, you gotta like go scratch it. So
you got to get up there and do it. Yeah. So Annie, you have any comments of that? Like you?
Yeah, because I'm kind of in the same boat. You know, I had just started to get my feet wet and going to more mics and things like that. And, you know, it was like, you know, this is something I'm really going to try and take the time and commit to, and got super jazzed up about it. And then they were like, oh, by the way, there's a global pandemic, like stay inside. So
you two are in the same situation. So I was like glad getting Abbi on here so you can meet her, because she's dealing with the same issues. So it's kind of cool. Maybe you guys can be friends out of this and help each other in the comedy world and whatnot. So, you know, especially when it comes to writing, because Jay can't write. So, but
well, and that's been one of the cool things about you know, being new to the scene and having like this quarantine time, is like I've been trying to, you know, flesh out some ideas, and even like being on your live stream, you know, meeting other people and kind of getting a sense of what everybody's thinking and talking about. There's still like some creative outlet there.
Definitely. And we're always brainstorming anyway. So, yeah. So Abbi, you're going to be fine. Once we get back up and running, you're going to be fine. You're going to be fine. You're going to get back up on that stage. You're going to do it. You're going to do your thing, right?
yeah, well, the last time I got on stage, I don't think you were there, and it was right before, like pretty much a few days before they said like everyone stay inside. I did the worst job I've ever done ever. And so now I'm like even more like, I gotta get the fuck on stage. Like I gotta do it. Like, how could that be the last time?
That's a learning moment right there. When you don't do well on stage, that's a learning moment. Why? Did I not connect with the audience? What did I not do? What, you know, you have to learn, you know, Jay could probably tell you the same. Any input on that, Jay?
What happened? No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Yeah. See, this is it's weird, because this is something that no one's ever gone through. Nobody's had to have your experience to where you had such a bad time and then you not have the opportunity to go back. Usually it's like a decision that was terrifying. I'm not going back up there, you know, or whatever. And you want to get back up there. I feel you. Like you definitely want to redeem yourself. And at this point, all of us are going to go back and probably have a rough time. So even if you did go back and it be rough, shit, it's probably going to be a lot of shit shows at the beginning of this whole thing once everything opens back up.
I was just talking to somebody. I really don't want to go out there and hear all coronavirus jokes.
That's what I was thinking too. I'm like, oh, yeah. Everybody's gonna have jokes about coronavirus. It's gonna be like,
do I wait a week? Do I wait a week before going out there? What do you think?
I think it's gonna be like that for a while.
You're gonna need a month.
It's gonna be like that for a long time. But I've already made up my mind. I'm not gonna do anything pertaining to the coronavirus or the quarantine itself because I'm having a lot of thoughts just within this whole thing, so I can come up with, you know, the material that way as opposed to just making a whole this quarantine or the coronavirus. But I'm not doing all that shit.
That
It's
what
gonna be
you
corny.
did.
That shit's gonna be played out. Crowds are not gonna want to hear that shit.
I agree.
I do like that. I heard what you said earlier, Jay, because I know earlier you're not a writer normally, but now you're starting to write stuff because you have to remember that stuff now because you're not
I've
performing
always had
on a daily.
I've always written. Like I was writing bits an entire year before I even got on stage. Like I have plenty of untested material, but I don't like when I get on stage. I prefer to, you see me perform. I prefer that just letting it flow. I have my bits, so I'll put them in there somewhere. Sometimes when I have a new one, if I feel like it works, then I'll go ahead and throw it in, or whatever. I just rather fill it out. I let the crowd, see what they want. A lot of people go and a lot of comedians go and they're just like, no, I'm gonna give you what I'm here to say, and that's fine if you decide to take that approach. I'm looking at it from a performer's state of mind. Yeah, I'm a comedian, right, but at the same time, I'm here with this microphone in front of you. I'm going to give you a reason to listen to me. I don't want to be here to waste your time just because I have something to say. If my bits are not working, if I do 2-3 bits and them shits don't work, I'm talking to y'all. What's up? What y'all want to talk about? We're going to get some laughs. This is going to be a show one way or another. That's how I decided to approach it. So some people don't like doing that, or some people don't agree with that. Shit, it's whatever. Shit, that's the great thing about. That's the great thing about stand-up. You can do whatever you want. If you want to force people to listen to your bits, do your thing.
Exactly. Well, I think you bring up a good point too, because like everyone's gonna be doing coronavirus and quarantine type jokes for a while, and I think I'm in the same boat. I don't want to do anything like that because I feel like that's gonna be people are gonna want to go to watch stand-up to take a break from everything they just went through and to kind of like channel away from it. And one of the things that I think is the best about comedy is like focusing on the mundane things of life and how ridiculous they can be. And what better time to like focus on that than now? Like there's so much shit that's so mundane but kind of hilarious. Like, for example, in my apartment complex, they're still mowing the lawn. Like it feels like every day they go out there and mow the lawn. And first of all, there isn't really a lawn to be mowed. And I don't know why, of all the priorities they have, like they need to focus on mowing the lawn every day. And like, that's kind of hilarious that in this global pandemic, that's what they're focusing on.
Yeah.
Well, it's one of the only jobs that can still like exist is like landscaping, any sort of outdoor things that's not affected at all. So I feel like now more than ever, like those people are like actually showing up to work because people can really see who's working and who's not working right now.
Yeah, but are they out there with that blower blowing them cooties everywhere or what? What the hell,
All I know is that every day, because like I work from home normally. Like I've worked from home since, last year. And so, maybe once every couple of weeks they'd be out there landscaping or doing something. And now I swear it's every other day. And I'm just like, and I don't know if it's just me going crazy and not following time. I'm like, maybe there has been 3 weeks since they last mowed the lawn, or maybe it was yesterday. I don't know anymore.
All the days are blending together.
Yeah.
Yes, they are.
It doesn't even matter what day it is at this point.
No, it does for me. I'm still working. I mean, I'm fortunate in that. So I know.
I mailed a letter for the first time in like forever yesterday.
You go, girl.
So proud. I was like, he's going to love this. I forgot to put up the fucking thing in the mailbox.
Oh, that's not necessary if the mailman's smart.
Yeah.
Mail person is smart. Okay, I got a couple more things. I saw this in the news. It was in London that a comedy club was raided by police because they did a live show, but they thought actual audience members were there. So they raided an empty comedy club.
They have like a laugh track. Is that why?
I didn't do any more research on it, but I was just like, I guess you can do certain things to fool people. I mean, what's going on with the police in London that they didn't realize that it's not a real comedy show?
Hey, listen, these other countries are going hard with these curfews and this social distancing. They ain't playing. Like, I don't see videos of the police just chasing people until they got into the door. Once they got into the door, like, they're fine. They're like, all right, cool, whatever. You inside, get your ass in the house.
And he can verify that the one Philippines president, he said if you go outside during the curfew, police are ordered to shoot you.
Oh, yeah, I heard that shit too. That's crazy.
Crazy world we live in. Okay, so you guys got your stimulus check. If you did get your stimulus check, just be careful. There's scammers out there. I know a lot of people are getting, still, people are out there older people fall for this shit.
Like,
I'm just excited to be stimulated.
There were scammers out there before this happened.
Oh, I know, but they're ramping it up. Has anybody gotten weird phone calls?
Yeah. Earlier today, dude said, yes, you have Medicaid or Medicare, correct? I was like, man, who you calling for? He hung up.
I know. I get a call about like your student loan. I'm like, I did some college, but I never had a student loan.
I wish they would call me more. I just want somebody to talk to. Like if a scammer called me right now, I'd be stoked. I'd be like,
oh my God.
That too.
I feel you on the border. For the first time ever, I went on Instagram Live the other day. You saw it. I went on Instagram Live for the first time ever. I was just like,
there was nothing there for a minute.
I need somebody to entertain real quick. My girl doesn't find me funny anymore, so it's like I need somebody to entertain. I do security at work, so I'm by myself. Like, I'm always in isolation at this point.
You can call me anytime, brother.
Don't nobody want to talk to you, JP.
Okay. All right. Good. Next subject. I got you, G. All right. Annie sent me this topic. I wanted to. People are paying real money to get into virtual Zoom nightclubs. There's something for you to do, Jay.
Virtual Zoom nightclubs.
But you ain't
I didn't go to real clubs. Why am I about to pay to get into one that I'm actually in my house with? No.
But look at Abby's ready for the Zoom nightclub, aren't you? Are you ready to go?
I'm going next. That's
yeah.
That's where I'm heading to. That's why I got. That this was for you. No.
When Abby first came in, I thought I was in the wrong damn room. I was like, okay, nah, I'm obviously not dressed for the occasion. I didn't get the dress code email.
I thought about putting on chapstick, and I thought that was like too crazy.
No,
I'm really regretting it.
He contacted me. I'm like, I'm getting ready. He's like, it's chill. I'm like, no, getting ready. I'm doing this.
She did. She's like, I'm going all out. Fuck y'all.
I'm gonna be perfectly honest. I am not wearing pants right now.
Right now. Like I've worn earrings in like months. I feel like this is crazy.
I was thinking earlier.
Oh, look at Jay putting his hair down. Nice.
That was a mistake, actually.
Okay.
That was a mistake. But I went to Publix earlier, and I'm driving out of the lot, and I'm thinking, damn, I got this thing tonight. What am I about to wear? Just for this. It's just for this. And then I just snapped into it like, what the fuck am I talking about?
Yeah, you're probably like Annie right now. You don't have pants on.
Literally don't have pants on. If I was to stand up right now, like your audience would get a view. And it's not like I'm wearing cute underwear either. It's like straight up grandma panty. Like, I mean, I live alone. I have a cat. Like, I'm just living my lifestyle.
So speaking of getting dressed up, okay, Abby got dressed up. You got, you're not dressed up. Are you guys still maintaining the area?
I told you I shaved for this.
Oh shit, that's right, you did.
Like everything's like smoother than it's been in like months. Like I had to take a weed whacker to this thing. Like it was a situation.
See, no, Annie, this is the idea that I talked to you you guys about on another show where I was like, women are gonna come out of here. They're gonna be so freaking thirsty and ready for some D that they can finally understand how we feel 24/7.
I mean, that's how, like I said, I've been working from home for the past year. Like, and I live alone, and I obviously am like a crazy cat lady. So
I was
like,
about to say, is that a cat?
yeah.
That was perfect timing.
She just like jumped up on me. So yeah, I mean, at this point, like I haven't shaved my legs since quarantine began. And I'm also, you know, Lebanese Italian. So
was that your leg that you just held up? Oh no, that's the cat. Okay.
Whoa, she done wolfed out.
So it's, you know, and that's part of the reason why I'm not wearing pants. You wouldn't be able to tell the difference anyways.
But thanks for getting dressed, Abby.
Yes, you're very welcome. I'm also camming now. No, I'm kidding. But I mean, who hasn't thought about it?
I thought about it.
Everyone. My show is on.
You go see Jay McCord at Fans Only. You'll find it.
Yeah, exactly. Everyone's got an OnlyFans now. Like
that's not even a joke. Yeah,
talks like across America.
I definitely sold out. I
mean, if this is a safe space, I've dabbled.
Oh yeah.
I dabbled, but not in the way you'd think.
I used to post BTS like behind the scenes on my OnlyFans. Now the behind the scenes is my ass. Like that's what OnlyFans is now. And I still have only like 3 followers. So it's really sad. It's like I'm putting my butt on there for like $45. Like
hey, you get it.
Hey, that's better than nothing.
Making that money.
Get it how you live.
Well, you know, going back to what we were saying earlier about like masturbating all the time and getting off on weird things. So back in grad school, this is again a safe space. I needed some money, and I found out that I was really good at being an asshole. I also found out that there's like a whole world of people out there that want someone to be an asshole to them. And so I dabbled in like online dominatrix work, which kind of like ruined my whole perception on dating and love in general. But yeah, I mean, it was great. Like I would literally sit there like this, no pants, hairy legs, just like smoking a cigarette, being like, you fucking worthless piece of shit. And they loved it. So I was like, maybe
there's a lot of money. I have friends that are like,
oh my gosh, I heard all that. I heard that before from women, but I was just dating them. I mean, I didn't pay for it. Okay.
You're a homeless person.
I even hear it from guys. Okay, so thanks, Jay.
No problem. Hey, what happened to Vincent?
Lost in the shed.
Yeah, he got lost in the shed. He's having technical difficulties tonight, and I'm sure he would be here because I really wanted to talk to him because he has his own chickens. And what happened over the weekend is, you know, it was Easter. So, and I got a little guy. So we went out there and do you remember playing egg toss and the eggs would break so easy? These fucking eggs were so fucking hard. Like they've been stuck in quarantine for a long time. I don't know what the fuck. Why are they so
hard? You probably feed them shits Frosted Flakes.
No, actually, Vincent's a real hippie, man. He's one of my favorite persons.
I couldn't tell between the hair,
looks like
physical, overall physical appearance. And the pinch hitter that he always has.
All right.
What happened to Kevin? I thought Kevin was gonna be here.
Kevin couldn't make it tonight. He had something.
No, he didn't. He lied to you. He didn't want to talk to you, JP. What else did he have to do, JP? Tell me right now.
I had a great talk with Kevin on the phone today, so
had to do at 9:00.
I know. It's okay. It's okay.
PM during this quarantine.
Well, he's the only person who saw, not the only, one of 30 people that saw a really embarrassing video that I posted early days of quarantine. And so I'm actually really happy he's not here because like I was like, he's gonna bring that shit up. He's gonna bring
Was it
What
an
was the
accidental
video?
poster?
No, it was a real post, but I was like, I'm like, this is gonna be embarrassing. And then like I lasted like 30 views in. I was like, I gotta get rid of this. This is like, it's gotta go. Like I gotta do close friends or no friends. Like, or I'm not gonna have friends. Like I need to like get rid of this like fast.
Well, why'd you bring it up if you're not going to talk about it?
Talk about it. Okay, so I had like I've always had like
Oh my God, you put up such a fight. God damn.
Oh,
I'm
can
so
talk
glad
about
that
it.
exhausting battle is over.
Jay, I'm the host. I know how to lead this. Go ahead.
JP, I'm telling you, bro, that was amazing negotiation, bro. I don't know how.
Something about the backwards hat.
That was a tough one.
I'm gonna talk about it.
I didn't think you were gonna make it at first.
All right, I'm about to mute Jay.
Please, proceed.
Go ahead, Ab.
No, I can talk about it. I just don't want anyone to see it. It's a different.
Oh,
it's
okay.
not, like talking about it's not embarrassing at all because like you have to actually witness it, and that's where like I had that embarrassment, you know, where like it like you could feel it like bubbling up and it gets in your throat and you're like, ooh, like that's when I knew I needed to delete. I'm like, this is like something that's gonna like scar last me. And it's not even that bad. So I dressed up like Cher and I made like a quarantine, like what would Cher be doing in quarantine song. It was just bad. It didn't work. Didn't work.
I don't think that sounds pretty funny. And the fact that I've seen so much that people are putting up, so much crap they're putting up. I mean, it would get lost in the wayside right now.
It's definitely lost. Like it could be like it would have been forgotten by.
But what I mean by that is like I don't think you have anything to worry about having that video up.
No, but it's better in the trash. It's better in the trash. Yeah. I got other ones that can live.
I'm texting Kevin right now as we speak.
I know. Well, he said I can't unsee it if that makes you feel any better. He's like, I can't. He said he views me so much differently now, which I think has to do with to fuck me less after watching.
Okay. All right. So that is it, ladies and gentlemen. This is the end of the show. Thank you for coming on Addressing It with the Mailman, and tune in on Friday night when we have some more guests coming on, and I'll see you Friday night. Thank you and good night. All right, we're still on, but we're